Welcome back to Series 3.
Episode 2, I think. Yeah, it is episode 2. Yeah.
2.
So today we're going to be talking about local business marketing. This one's packed with value. If you're running a local business on a local scale, like a barber or like a local wedding venue, whether it's a small business or a big business, we're going to be going through some stuff that will help you get more clients locally on a very local scale. You're going to have to just.
How many times do you want to say local?
Well, I don't know. It says it on there as well.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to find out more about.
It's going to be a good episode.
Yeah, it is quite a good episode. It's quite a good number of sort of nice little nuggets in there. So we're done with the intro, aren't we?
Yeah.
Roll the clip.
For local businesses, having a digital presence is essential. So the internet, it doesn't stop, and the internet can be used as the shopfront for your local business, especially if you're a brick and mortar business, as it can be your shopfront, especially your website. That can be your shopfront 24/7, even when you're not open. So there's many avenues.
People have to find that website.
People need to find that website, and there's loads of different things you can do that. There's SEO, there's social media, and then
SEO. SEO.
And within each one, so within social media and within SEO, there's different things. So within social media, there's different platforms. I should have said search marketing. So search marketing, there's SEO, pay per click.
Let's digest it. So starting from the top. So first thing you probably need to do is, like I said, like you've got the website.
Yeah.
Nobody can find it. Get yourself in directories and listings. So
yeah.
You always do our citations, things like that. So walk people through like what citations are and what they do and stuff like that.
So citations are a listing of your business. So it's including your business name, your address, phone number, website address. I've probably missed something off, but all the contact details for your business. So Google ranks your website. A ranking factor is consistency of information of your business around the internet. So it's vitally important that you import the same data across all the directories online. Now you can find these directories just by doing simple Google searches. What I'd recommend is, and what we do for our clients, is put businesses in industry specific directories. So for example, with a venue, you put it into industry specific venues, venue directories. So that's important. On the website, make sure you include all the details, not only for the user, but so that Google picks it up as well. A little tip and little trick is to use Google Maps as well on the website as well. That helps Google pick up the search results. Another thing, probably the biggest thing for ranking in Google for small businesses and helping the visibility and for helping showing up on Google Maps, is registering for Google My Business. All you need to do is go to google.com/business, sign up for Google My Business, type in your details, and they'll send you a verification code in the post, and then all you need to do is type that in, and then your business will be verified. It's just so that they can verify that you're a real business and you've got a real address. So in terms of Google,
you can do the same on Facebook. Sorry, you can do the same on Facebook, can't you? To get not the blue tick but the grey tick.
Yeah. So on Facebook, what you can do is you can set up like a phone verification. Yeah. So you go to get verified, and then they send you a verification code via phone. So it just
it's basically to prevent people setting up like what we call like boy in bedroom businesses. Like one person can set up like 10 different Facebook pages for things that aren't really actual businesses. Yeah. And sort of separates the things that aren't really that serious to people that are actually trying to run a bona fide business.
Yeah,
because you have to. I think that's the first thing we do, isn't it? We tell client that you'll be receiving a letter from Google, and they have like 3 days to give us the code from it, so that we can then verify it.
It's limited, so like don't get it in the post and then completely forget about it. You've got to input that code as soon as you can, but it's not a big issue. So another thing that I wanted to mention is when we're talking about authenticity, then the first thing that comes to my head was reviews. These are so important. So on Google My Business, once you've got your listing, make sure that you ask your customers to review you. So authenticity and social proof is a really big factor, not only for the consumer but for Google as well. They want to know that it's a legit business, that you can trust that brand. Reviews on Facebook as well, and Yale.com. So using schema data, Google can aggregate this data and then put it into your search listing. So all these different places where you can get reviews, make sure you get your customers to review you on there.
You can embed the reviews from Facebook into your website as well.
That helps a lot, yeah. So getting all that trust and authority onto your website, every bit helps out. Like Trustpilot as well. Trustpilot is a really good place to get your business listed as well. There's a free and there's a premium one as well. But
one thing I wanted to mention, because we touched on maps, but we didn't actually sort of exaggerate the importance of actually being in the map listings. So when you type in well, even big businesses, if you type in co-op, if you've got location services on, it's going to come up with, the first thing you're going to see on Google is a map of the local one. So if for example, the other week I was looking for a new barber, so I typed in men's barber, and because I had location services on around where I live, it showed me, instead of websites, it showed me maps, and I went to 2 or 3, because I didn't even see the websites or anything. I saw them on the maps because it was close to me, so I could see I could drive there in 3 minutes, and B, I could see their the opening hours. Make sure your opening hours are correct.
That's also important.
So many shops I go to, I'm like, oh, they're open till 6 on a Sunday. Nice. They forgot to change it for the Sunday, and they're actually opened to 6 on Monday to Friday, not a Sunday, and that sort of stuff annoys people. Make sure your opening hours are correct on there. But yeah, I didn't even have to look at their website or Facebook page. I just saw their Google. It showed what time they're open, their reviews on there. You could see the review rating, and you look at the recent 10, and you can see on the map where they are. So if you're not showing up on maps, you're losing out on search if you're a business, because people are looking for that, and it's the first thing that Google shows people.
There's another thing I like to add to that as well. You can actually, first of all, you've got a fresh trim, by the way. I can tell it's a new barber.
Oh yeah.
Sorry to offend the old dentist, but you got a fresh trim, by the way. But yeah, the second thing is to sign up for other maps as well. So other map listings that you can. So sign up for Apple Maps as well. So when people are using Apple Maps on the phone, that you make sure that you come up on there as well. So it's really important to come up on there. In terms of voice search as well, coming up on the listings for that as well. So if you type in barber near me, then that helps with the listings as well.
Yeah, even hey Alexa, find a barber near me. Because all Alexa does is basically takes what you said and puts it to Google.
We've got an Alexa over there. It'll probably go off in a minute.
Oh yeah.
But
the closest barber to you is one. Actually, we're in the middle of Cheshire, aren't we? The closest barber to you is 17 miles away in Manchester.
It's probably a farmer that shears sheep as well.
Oh, that's not good advert, is it? What's the next thing to jump into?
Moving on. Anyway, so yeah, we should go to social media. So social media, in terms of, for local business, I think that's especially important because it's a real chance to show off why you're unique. So if you're competing against bigger, more established brands, national change, for example, you need something that makes you stand out. You need a unique selling point. You need to share your story. So sharing your story organically on social media. So using Facebook, Twitter. I don't know your opinions on Twitter, but let's say Facebook and Instagram. So tell little stories on your Instagram or Facebook or Instagram stories, that kind of thing, to kind of build your brand online so that people know who you are and more inclined to buy from you rather than a big chain. So if someone's new to the area and they're interested in organic food, then if they know the story behind your company, then they're more likely to come to you. So building
especially
your brand
creative stuff, if you're I don't know, a tailor or something, it's quite a creative thing. Use Instagram to actually post pictures of, because if it's something people
video,
if it's something people want to see before, for example, one of our clients is a wedding venue, and a lot of the stuff that we do with them is creative stuff on social, because it might not bring in direct ROI, but what people will do is it's a wedding venue, I'm going to check out what recent weddings they had, what decorations people had and stuff like that. Because it's a visual thing, first thing people will do is go on Instagram, scroll through the feed. There's quite a full feed of nice stuff over there. They love it, and then they inquire because they've put on a good show before, and chances are they'll be able to do it again. Chances are, though, if there was nothing on there, if they had 2 followers and there was one post from 2012 on there, they're going to go, okay, that's a little bit dodgy, I'm going to find someone that actually puts an effort. So it's just sort of having that digital footprint of evidence. So you touched on organic, I want to touch on paid. So Facebook paid for local businesses, so paid campaigns, can be very, very beneficial, because what you can do is target by geographical area. So again, I'm going to use the tailor example. If you're a tailor, you can target people in the 10-mile radius, or a barber. You can target people in the 5-mile radius. No one travels more than 5 miles to a barber, are they? Actually, I have one friend that travels 200-mile round trip to a hairdresser.
Wow, that's dedication.
I know, right?
That's barber loyalty.
That's loyalty. That is, yeah. But no, you can easily put out an ad for your barbershop to people. Let's say you're a men's barber, to men aged 18 to, let's say, 35 in your local area with a 5 mile radius. You won't find many people 5 meter with a 5 mile radius. And what that then does, obviously, is searches people on Facebook to find those users to put that in front of. So it means your marketing budget is spent efficiently, because it's not showing your ads to people up in Scotland if you're a barber in London. And you can track that directly. Now, I want to jump into a sort of subtopic of that, because I just filmed a video on that, and you heard me talking about it.
Which one was it? The one with the paid, begins with the paid. Can I add something to the paid one really quickly? Because it just stuck out in my head. Using Facebook ads, you can do an ad type where it's showing ads to the friends of the Facebook page. So if you've got that, if you've got a Facebook page, well, if you're using social, you have. So if you want to promote a Facebook ad, then promote the ad and do it to your people who are fans of the page, their friends. So if they can see their friends like a local barbershop, then they're more inclined to They're more inclined to do it if they can see a friends doing it. I mean, that's good, especially for local businesses, because people thrive off recommendations.
Yeah, I want to get your opinion on of using Facebook paid. Your opinions for small businesses, boost button versus actual proper Facebook ad campaign. Because obviously there's drawbacks and benefits and stuff.
Yeah.
The video that I did might not be out yet, so if it is, I'll link it down here. But there's obviously opinions and stuff on like whether you should be just boosting posts or whether you should be going for a full ad campaign. What's your opinion on local businesses using boosting?
So it depends from the budget of the local business. So if the local business is a brick and mortar, so for barbers the margin's pretty small, isn't it? In comparison to maybe a local wedding venue, for example. So it depends on the budget. So if it's a lower budget, then you may want to use the boost button. It just depends. But in my opinion, it should always kind of be on Ads Manager, so you can actually track it properly. I mean, on any budget, it's important to know where your money's going. But like, if you're willing to just try it, if it works for a couple of days, putting £2 in, that might be worth it. But as overall, I'd definitely say to do it through Ads Manager. Yeah,
my opinion is I don't think there's anything wrong with using the Facebook boost button, but I think you need to be aware of how it's different to a Facebook ad campaign. You can't
get like sucked in, because it'll say like you can reach X amount.
It is, yeah. It's one of those things where, I mean, Facebook's there to make money at the end of the day, because they know you're making money off of that Facebook page. So they want to help you get a better experience and reach more people, so you can make more money, so you can then spend more money. The trouble is with a Facebook boost button, it's good to get your posts out in front of more people and have people tag people and engage and stuff like that. What it won't do is it won't mean that you can actually directly correlate the relationship between this ad and this sale, whether you're like a an actual physical shop or whether you're selling online. Plainly because it doesn't have the capabilities of the data management and algorithms as the Facebook ad campaigns do. So as I always explain it, you'll get the awareness and the engagement stages if you're using the boost button, but you won't get any of the leads and sales tracking and any of the valuable data off the back of that. So if you just want to get your post in front of people, it's like, hey, I gave this bloke a cool haircut, look what I can do, come down to the store. You can put that in front of people, fantastic. You won't be able to actually track it to new bookings coming in. But you just have to be aware of that. So there's nothing wrong with it. If you've got a small marketing budget, start out with it, see how it goes, and then potentially try a proper marketing campaign for a few weeks. But yeah, it's just be aware of the differences between the two, because a lot of people get sucked into spending loads and loads of money in the boost button, not getting anything out of it. And then when you ask them why, they say, oh, because Facebook kept telling me to boost this post. And so, of course they're going to keep telling you to boost that post. You're paying them to do it. So just be aware of the differences between the two.
Be aware of Instagram as well. I've tried a couple of times to do Instagram, like try the promote button. And like, even though you can choose the location, the interests and stuff like that, not everybody puts like the right information for Instagram. So it was kind of showing up to people that aren't necessarily in the area. Like, it was go into like people in the Middle East, for example. I don't know how it all works, but
it's a very big ego thing, isn't it? Because like if you see some things, it's just like, oh, you can get this post in front of 12,000 more people. You're going to be like, oh my god, that's going to mean like at least 12 more likes. You've got to balance the difference between like getting just more engagement and what that actually means in terms of sales and getting money back on that investment. Yeah. So
also depending on your budget and things like that, especially if you're a local business like a law firm or a dentist or something like that, you might want to do more advanced things like implementing the pixel or doing lead forms campaigns and stuff like that. If you've got a bigger budget, then you can test more things. But if you're at the lower end of the budget, then start off with the basics.
Start off small and scale up.
But yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, we'll wrap it up there. If you guys have any questions specific to your local business, send them over, leave them in the comment down below, and we'll get back to them. And maybe your question will feature in the next episode. Don't know. But yeah, no, get in touch, and hope you're enjoying these. See you guys soon.